Hi boys and girls, today I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to draw a nutcracker for the holidays. You're going to have a piece of watercolor paper and you're going to find the middle or the center of the paper. And in the center we're going to make a nice long rectangle, vertical rectangle for the body. And it's not going to take up the whole page. It's going to take up the center third of the page. So we have a section here, a similar size section up here, and a similar size section down here. So I'm going to imagine first my rectangle here in the middle. I think I like it about this big, the size of the body. Okay, after you have the first rectangle, we're going to add long rectangles down to the bottom for legs. I'm going to stop almost at the bottom. And down here I'm going to draw a big rainbow line for the toes of his boots. Now at the top I'm going to put another tall rectangle, not quite as fat as the body, all the way to the top of the paper. Seems like a really big head, but it's not just a head, it's actually a really tall top hat and a head combined. Next, I'm going to come down to the legs and I'm going to draw a horizontal line in the middle of each leg to symbolize the top of the tall boots. And then these would be his pants that go down into his boots. Up here at the top of the body rectangle, I'm going to come out to the side with a little horizontal line and a rainbow line on top of that horizontal line. That's his shoulders. From those shoulders, I'm going to draw the arm lines. At the bottom of the arm lines, I'm going to add circles for his wooden hands. Up at the top of the tall, skinny rectangle, I'm going to put two horizontal lines to symbolize the brim of his hat. I'm going to come down to the middle rectangle, put two horizontal lines to symbolize his belt. And above his belt, I'm going to put three horizontal lines as the decorations on his suit with golden buttons at the end. I'll make them gold in just a moment. Now to the face. I'm going to work on eyes first. They're just like I drew the shoulders, horizontal lines, rainbow lines, pupils in the middle. Eyebrows, rainbow line, rainbow line. And then his mouth is a big rectangle. A nutcracker's mouth is 2 levels of rectangles, so I'm splitting it in the center, and then they actually paint on individual teeth. And right underneath that mouth always starts a long beard. The beard part is what hides the hole in the Nutcracker that enables the mouth to open and close. So I'm going to come out with a zigzag line. I'm going to bring the beard actually down into the suit area and come back and erase the best I can here, this line here in the middle. Okay. Now his head hair is going to stick out from the bottom of the hat. So we come to the bottom of this horizontal line, and I'm zigzagging out his hair on both sides. And there we have it. We have a holiday Nutcracker. Now I'm going to trace with Sharpie. Before I work on adding color, I'm going to turn it over, write my name in the back in pencil. I'm also going to put my teacher code, so if you're in Miss Rona's class, you'd put 2R. If you're in Miss Sain's class, you'd put 2S. I don't want to write it in Sharpie because then it would bleed through, so make sure you write in pencil. Now for the coloring part, I'm going to use some crayons for my little details. I'm actually going to come in with a white crayon. I know it seems silly, but it actually adds some texture for his white hair, and his beard would be the same color as his head hair. So I am giving it some white hair. I'm going to go ahead and do his flesh skin color because I don't have watercolor paint that is flesh tone. His hands are also flesh color. And then you can work on any little bitty details like the buttons. Perhaps I'm doing an actual gold button here, pushing real hard with my gold crayon. Now the rest is going to be watercolored. You may decide what watercolors you would like to use to design your suit and uniform that he's wearing here. I'm going to start with traditional black boots and black belt, and then work on the colors of his suit, also paint a background. Okay, I accidentally touched the wrong color of watercolor in my background there, but I think I fixed it pretty well. The only part of the background not done right here is inside his arms. I'm switching to a much smaller brush, and I'm going to very carefully come in here with a much smaller brush so I don't mess up his suit. And there you have it, Holiday Nutcracker.